Hello.
Morning.
Hi.
Hello.
How
Welcome
you
to
doing?
Art Club, everyone. So it's nice to see you all here. I'll just do my little introduction, and uh, Louise is just popping in as well. So welcome to Art Club, everybody. So this morning's Art Club, it's a 90-minute, or all art clubs are 90-minute co-working sessions. So the sessions are hosted, but they're not guided. We all come to Art Club with our own projects, ready to work on whatever it is that you're working on in your own practice. So at Art Club, it's a chance to ask questions, to brainstorm, and we help each other with our inspiration and motivation for our art practice. We support each other. There's usually a mix of quiet conversation, and it's generally related to art, although not always. We do try to keep it not so personal because it is a recorded session and it will be made public on both my Substack and my YouTube channel. So at the end of the session, there is an optional sharing time for anyone who'd like to show their progress. So you can either hold your work up to the screen as we are now, or if you would like to join the Discord, if you haven't done so already, there's a link in the chat for the Discord, and there's a channel, Art Club Share Your Work, where you can share your work, and I'll screen share that at the end if you want to. And today I thought we might try with a little bit of a self-inquiry question, a bit of a theme for today's session. So something to think about in the background as we're working. How does creativity bring you courage? So we're looking at courage and creativity, or thinking about. So some questions to think about or to ponder throughout today's session are, how has making art brought more courage into your life? So how has art making helped you to become more courageous? And how has being a creative person inspired courage in you? How is your art practice helped you to become more courageous? So it's just something to think about as we're working today. And I've got some
Lovely.
ideas that we can talk about. So we can talk about that if we want to, or you don't have to. You can just think about it in the background as you're working. Yeah, it's an interesting self-inquiry question. And I'll talk about a few things as we go. But before we do all that, we might like to introduce ourselves. Anyone? Good morning, Louise. Don't forget when you first come into a Zoom as well that you'll be
Hi,
muted.
Louise.
So yeah, nice. Hello. So just unmute yourself there, Louise. Nice to see you.
Hello.
Hello.
I forget every time.
That's all right. Yeah, so we've got people from all over the place today. So I'm on the Sapphire Coast in New South Wales, Australia, and I'm just going to be working on mixed media. I started a concertina book the other week, and I've done one side with Melanie Chadwick and Crixus in a Zoom, and today I'm starting the other side with Wildflowers from my local area. So I'm just going to be painting and drawing flowers from photographs that I've taken in the bush near where I live. That's what I'm doing today. What is everybody else doing today? Melissa, what are you up to today?
I'm doing some lino cutting.
Oh,
I haven't done
nice.
any in about a month, and I realized it's time. So
yeah. Yeah,
that's what
nice.
I'm doing.
Good fun. And Simone,
Yeah.
what are you up to today?
I'm actually taking inspiration from what you did another time when you painted all these little panels.
Oh, yes.
Um,
Yes, yep.
so we had another little painting session last week or during the week, and I had done a bunch of panels, but then I've gone and used them as a little background for drawings that I'm going to use for my how we call it patterns,
Yeah,
So,
Cute.
fantastic.
so,
Nice.
so I'm going to
Oh,
make some. They worked really well. So they're a really nice background, enough color and stuff. So of just drawing onto a blank page. So I'm going to do some more of those today,
Fantastic. They look great.
and then maybe move on to the iPad as well when these are drawing, etc.
Yeah, yeah, good idea. Yeah, good idea. Zan, what are you up to? What are you doing?
Well, that's a super good question. I'm got a dog in my lap, so I'm a little handicapped. One-handed painting. but I'm either coloring in Deb's last weird drawings thing, which is what I'm doing right now, or I've got to work on my art giveaway, art exchange
Art swap. Art
thing,
swap.
Yes, fun.
art swap thing that we're doing.
Yep.
So that's a thing I'm also working.
That's exciting.
No
Person's
spoilers
not
in
here,
case-
so
I know
you're-
she's not here.
or they are not here.
But
She's
she
not
might watch
here.
the replay.
Mm.
Maybe.
True. You never know.
Sorry, who's organising the art swap?
That was
Sorry?
with
That was
the
me.
art hang party.
With the art hang. Ah, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just our first one, so we'll do more. I'm sure we'll do more because we just exchanged names, so
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
so early days, but yeah,
Ooh,
I'm sure it'll be great.
Yeah. Yeah.
sounds like fun, actually. Mm.
Yeah.
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 Send art all over the world to people and
Yeah,
surprise them.
that's right.
Andrea, what are you working with today?
I need to do one or two of the 3 material challenge days to catch up before we hit 50 in a couple days. And I may work on a logo for a local art club that I'm starting with a friend that we'll be doing once a month. So, and she asked me to do the logo, so I need to do some brainstorming.
That sounds great.
Cool.
Having a local art club is
Fun.
great too, isn't it? Yeah.
Where are you located, Andrea?
I'm in upstate New York, so
Ish.
I'm in Hamilton. So
Okay.
it's kind of around Syracuse, right in the middle of the state, surrounded by cows. No
Cows.
city life for me up here.
Too far for me to come to your local art club. Right. A little bit of a drive.
Julie, what are you working with today?
Well, I'm going overseas in less than 2 weeks, a week and a half, for 6 weeks.
Wow.
So I've been getting a travel art kit together, and I've been practicing drawing from life objects or scenes that are right in front of me. And that's what I'm going to do today. I've got a collection of really cute kind of,
Oh, wow.
this is an exquisite Irish kind of souvenir doll. And I've got a few of them, like here. So I'm just going to practice quickly drawing and colouring in sort of type things, so that I'll be ready when I go.
Nice.
Tuned in to be doing quick sketching and just practicing with the brain rather than working from photographs, which I love to do, but want to get my head back around doing, practicing drawing what's in front of me.
Yeah.
You also have people in front of you right now too, if you want to take
Hey,
advantage
that's
of
a
some
good idea.
people.
Yes.
Not to volunteer everybody for that, but
No,
we're just
I'm
right here.
okay.
There's
That's
well.
a really good idea, Melissa.
Or headshots.
Yeah. Louise, what are you up to this morning?
So I'm working on watercolor, just playing, no real set agenda for me, other than I'm going big. I'm going A3 size.
Ooh.
So this is
Exciting.
the first time using a cotton-based paper. So it's just the Montmartre cotton paper. So yes, very, very keen to see what the difference is with cheaper. Cheaper paper.
You're gonna love it.
Yes.
You're gonna love it.
I've done some splotches and I can tell, and I just use what's the brand? Royal and Langnickel from Officeworks. And I can tell the difference already just with those like test patches of how the pigment change just moves around on the paper so much better.
Yeah.
But I think I might go floral as well because it's been an age since I've done any flowers. So I might go floral as well.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Well, it's not really spring here yet, but it is spring, isn't it?
Yes.
Springy, absolutely.
Yeah. It is. It's spring up here already, hence the singlet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you, Louise? Is it Louise?
I'm up in Tweed Heads in Kingscliff,
Oh, nice.
Beautiful.
northern New South Wales. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had about 4 weeks of winter this year.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wow, lucky you.
I know.
Yeah, I
It
reckon.
was, yeah.
I
I'm in
heard there's another
Canberra.
big Arctic blast thing coming through. Yeah, that's right, Julie.
That's what I was talking to my brother, I think it was last week, and he's in Canberra. And he was
Yeah.
saying that they get like a false spring for a couple of weeks, and then the cold
Yeah.
snap will come back again.
Comes back
So I
again.
think
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I'm
And like, for
expecting-
instance, to give you an idea with Canberra, you can't plant your tomatoes out till after the 3rd of November, after Melbourne Cup Day, because there is a high chance of getting a frost
Oh
in
wow!
November.
Oh my gosh, that's late, is it? Like that's
It's
a late
very
plant.
late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I,
So we
I
never
think
get any tomatoes before about, March or something, February or something.
I think the seasons are
Mm.
changing though. I'm just noticing a lot of changes because I'm in the bush a lot. I just think the seasons it's just getting warmer. Everywhere's getting warmer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this has been for us, our winter has been mighty cold, so I haven't had that experience. I wish I did.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I feel like it's been a warm. I was saying to Melissa, I think, and Zan the other day, I walked through my bush track that I normally do and was just in this really quiet, still space. Like I was really connecting with the earth and really gentle and quietly walking through the bush where I normally stomp a little bit. And Cedar was thankfully a good 10 meters or so ahead of me. And she must have just walked over them. Two massively
I
really brown snakes.
Oh,
I can't
Really?
like
Really?
I would have. Oh, I would not have coped. I would have been in the
no.
fetal position.
I didn't realize. Like I was just, I don't know. I normally am really looking, but anyway, I stopped and I heard this rustling and I saw this snake moving away from me, but I didn't even realize it was a snake at first. And so I was curious and I was watching it sort of move, and then I realized it was a snake, and then I looked to see, because I was moving away, I thought, where's the red stripe? Like red-bellied black snakes are generally not as poisonous.
Yeah.
And I looked to see and I'm thinking, oh my God, I can't see the red on it. Oh, I'm getting out of here. And then I looked down and there's it was literally just wriggling like that at my feet, this other brown snake.
Oh, see,
wow,
that's what-
stunning.
So if everyone else, brown snakes are the deadliest of snakes in Australia.
That's
Like
right.
it's
Oh my
it's up
God.
there. I think it's number one.
Oh,
And it's pretty close to the deadliest in the world as well. I think
Yeah.
it's really high up in the neurotoxic type snakes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, black mambas and things are worse, I think, but like the brown snakes are pretty high up there.
Yeah.
They're also
So-
they could also be quite aggressive and territorial. I mean, I think
Yeah,
that's another
definitely.
issue.
Yeah.
They're not particularly placid snakes. are
Yeah.
they?
No,
Yeah.
no,
that's right.
I'm still in shock. It's days later and I'm still in shock. Mind you, I have gone back there. But
Oh,
Good.
you
Yeah.
did?
at 7 o'clock this morning and yesterday morning, I thought, they're there. They're always there.
Yeah.
Of course they are.
Yeah.
Just the other day, I went there in the middle of the day when it was, 12 o'clock, when, yes, it's winter, but it's sunny and it's warm.
Yeah.
So, no, I love it there so much. I just love being.
Wow.
It's
So brave.
yeah.
Really?
The brown snakes scare me because I think you kind of look for the red stripe with the red belly black snakes,
Yeah.
but it's the brown snakes that kind of camouflage a bit.
Yes.
And usually in nature, it's the colorful things that are the most like poisonous or deadly,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
this one's sneaky.
Melissa, it always
Black
amuses me when a person who lives in a country full of grizzly bears,
I know.
black bears, and coyotes goes, ooh, snake, spider.
I am very far away from any polar bear or grizzly bear or
Yeah.
My one of my
been
daughters, in fact,
close to a brown bear, I think, but
yeah, we are actually going to visit one of our daughters in in British Columbia. She lives right up in the Northern Terrace. And I mean, there's a lot of bears and coyotes and all of the things there. And she was saying, she was talking to someone, she's a field biologist, environmental scientist, and she was talking to someone out there, like they've got someone, a security person is employed with a gun behind them in case a bear shows up when they're out in the field. And the guy goes, "Oh my God, the spider's in Australia. How can you live?" So it's, we are used to venomous creatures of much smaller but just as deadly kind of ilk.
I was thinking about this yesterday when we were doing the build a campsite scene, and I saw the picture of the bear, and I'm thinking, what would I prefer, a bear? If I was camping, would I prefer a bear or snakes? I'm thinking I'd prefer a bear.
I would too, yes.
Because
100%.
See them more clearly.
Yeah.
I assume you'd hear them more.
Actually, that's interesting. When we were in Canada last time, we were stopped at this beautiful lake. Canada is such an exquisite country. It's amazing. Yeah. It's a bit like Australia. It's huge, but it's full of amazing landscapes. Yeah. And we were looking at this. There was an island in the middle. It had beautiful trees on it. It was a peaceful spot. And Max, our daughter, was standing next to me with her back to sort of one side of the lake. And I could see this bear running along. And I said, "Hey, Max, there's a bear." And she turned around and went, "That's a grizzly." And this bear ran straight within meters of us. It stopped and looked at us. It wasn't aggressive, but and she said, and my husband was a few meters away, and she said, "Just stand still, don't run, don't look at it too directly." So we're standing there watching this grizzly bear go past, and I'm thinking, "Hey, Max, that was amazing." And she said, "Well, I was shitting myself the whole time." I'm thinking, she's got everything under control, and like she's got the bear spray. Like,
oh my gosh,
very exciting.
Oh my goodness.
That's one word for it.
When we go camping in Algonquin Park, there's always like signs that say like bears within so many kilometers, like recent spottings and stuff. But that's like 4 hours, like 400 kilometers north of where we are and stuff. So very very far away. We do get coyotes. Like we see coyotes around in the city sometimes, and it's really strange. Like we've seen them in the park across the street, just like wandering.
Wow!
Oh my gosh!
They're not really threatening, though, are they? Is that a problem?
Oh yeah, they'll take your dogs.
Oh wow! Okay, gosh.
Cats,
cats,
whatever.
And yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah, especially if they're this far in the city, then they're like lost and probably hungry and scared. And
right.
Although they're adapting to living with people so well, if you can use that term. Though that they're like, I live in Redmond, which is east of Seattle, which is one of the biggest cities. It's the biggest city, I think, in Washington State, which is, not huge, but that's a thing. And it's a very busy area. We live like half a mile from a freeway, a giant freeway that connects with all the other giant freeways, and it's just elbow to elbow people. And we have packs of coyotes living on the stream that runs through the area. And every spring we hear them getting up.
Wow!
Oh my God!
And
Wow!
It's just part of the noise. It's so interesting. We've got freeway noise and coyotes.
Wow.
Well, that's pretty amazing. Yeah.
And then there's the street racers and the local park that has live events at it. So it's a very interesting area.
I had to bring myself upstairs into my room because the dogs get they're a bit much this morning. So I'm like, I want some peace and quiet.
You naughty dogs.
Hiding from your dogs.
I am hiding from my dogs.
Like having kids, isn't it?
It is, absolutely.
Cedar's settled now, like she's 12, so she's settled, but it took a good 10 years.
Yeah. See, Henry's fine. It's Delilah. Yeah, she's the problem. She's the problem child.
That's the problem.
Cute names.
Yeah. I just Googled, well, I kind of always knew Henry was going to be Henry, and I was just Googling like girl names on the internet. And I'm like, I want something. I was looking at flower names and my favorites are dahlias. So I'm like, what's close to that?
Yeah,
and
nice.
there you go.
Oh yeah, that's actually not a bad way of getting a name.
Dahlia would have been cute too.
Yeah.
It would. Oh yes, yeah.
Next one.
The
Dahlia,
next one,
Delilah,
exactly.
and Henry.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, 3 dogs. Can you imagine?
Far out. I know, and 3 Dalmatians as well. Far out.
Wow. Yeah.
That's a collection there.
Yeah.
I've had 4 greyhounds at one time. That was my
wow.
max on the big dogs at one time.
Yeah. But they're pretty lazy, really, aren't they?
You know what? For the most part, but I had one that was just my complete forever puppy. He just never grew up.
Never grew up.
He never grew up. He died of cancer, and he was like a maniac up till almost the very end.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Wow. Mm. Mm.
I used to take a lure pole out in the yard and which I just rigged up out of piece of PVC pipe and a rope with a whatever on the end of it. What started out as a stuffed animal, and then that kind of fell apart and different things through the seasons. But just run him ragged for like 15 minutes until he could barely breathe. Just flat out for like 15 minutes. Take him in, hose him down in the bathtub, and then he would be good for about 30 minutes after that. It was the only way I could get any work done.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh.
Exhaust
Wow.
him. He was a maniac.
A lot of energy.
I love that boy though.
Yeah.
Yeah, dogs are the best. So, thinking about our question about creativity and courage, I've been thinking about this a fair bit in terms of my art practice, like especially the work that you do in your sketchbooks. So where the work that you do in your sketchbooks, there's a freedom to it. There's experimentation. It doesn't matter if you make mistakes. In fact, well, all of our art process really, it's about, we've got to embrace the mistakes because that's where we learn the most things, isn't it, in our lives? It's in our practice. It's like, and in our lives, see? It's like by making mistakes in your art practice, you learn something, or you go, oh, I didn't mean to use that color, but wow, that works better than what I was expecting. Or, sometimes not, but sometimes it does. So I've been thinking about how the stuff that I'm doing in art is one way where it does help me to be more courageous in my life. It does help me to embrace the mistakes that I'm making, because I know that in my sketchbook, the mistakes always teach me something. And so mistakes that are in my life, you just kind of look at that in a different way as well. And it's the same with, well, I'm just going to try this color. I'm going to be brave with my color. I'm going to be brave with my mediums, or I'm going to mix things together. So, and I'm sort of trying to connect, how does what I'm doing in my art practice, how is it helping me to be more courageous in my actual life as well? I'm thinking about that, yeah. And I've got a few other things I've been thinking about how art makes me courageous, but I'll tell you about those later.
I guess it's good practice, Sam. You're sort of being correct, you're taking a risk, even if it's about a color, because you might wreck everything. But you're practicing that little toe in the cold water, and then doing it again and again. It's not so bad, so it's not so bad. So you can then tackle bigger things, and maybe that's gives you.
Yeah.
I think I've had a similar sort of experience too, actually. Like, well, what's the worst that can happen if I, buy this thing that costs a little bit more than I'm, able to afford, but that's going to make a big difference to my life. There's a bit of a risk involved, but like you can apply it to other circumstances, or if I go to this event, or if I see, I don't know, do something I haven't done before.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a risk, but what are the possible, good outcomes? So
Yeah.
I guess if you're practicing on in a small scale, it gives you more courage for a bigger scale that you need to do that you're a bit scared of, or like doing my website.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I've been thinking about for me, the creativity, firstly, having the sketchbook is definitely allowing me to be, free, open, but also like trusting myself, and even just on that tiny little square of paper, like learning, to trust my decisions, trusting my choices as well. And then that then follows on to taking more risks and trying new things as well, like different what do you call it, products, or even just a different way of like sketching or something really small.
Yeah,
that is a good point. You take risks in little increments, and you get you start to build
momentum.
Expertise. You build expertise, you get better at it, and that builds your confidence, doesn't it? Makes you braver, and
and it's funny, like starting out as well, because like my sketchbook, I generally like that A5 size, and then they got to a point where I was like, okay, I want to go bigger. I need more space. Hence the A3.
Yeah, it's good.
Paper.
I love how you said you're learning to trust yourself as well, because I also think, especially when you're a beginner artist, it's common to, I don't know if everyone does this, but it's common to imitate other people's styles and color palettes, and while you're learning, but that getting to trust your own choices in, well, what colors do I like, and what do I put together, and
exactly,
who am I, how do I find my style? Just learning to trust yourself.
And that's one of those little thoughts that you have. I was like, well, I don't want to just do what they're doing. I do want to, branch out and try a different color or subject or whatnot.
Yeah, good on you, Louise. That's excellent. Very inspiring.
To think about that earlier, actually, in a way. I was thinking about not exactly the way you raised it, but about how how we get precious about the expensive materials, and like we won't use them just for our sketchbook, or we won't use them for this or whatever, and they stay on the shelf or in the drawer, and they never get used for anything at all.
Yes. And then they dry up and you can't use them.
Yeah, right. Exactly. They get bad and you can't use them. Complete waste. And that is absolutely the perfect point to make here, because what I was thinking is that I personally treat my life like that, like, oh, I'm not going to spend my time on X, or I'm not going to let, I have limited social energy. So it's like, I'm not going to spend my energy on pretty much anything, because it'll use it all up. I won't have it for something else.
Yeah.
But I missed out on so much. And there's a limit. There's only so much I've got, and I've got to work within that. But I do let myself miss out on a lot, because I keep thinking, well, I might need it for something else,
Yeah. I
100%.
guess it's a natural self-protection mechanism to protect you, keep you safe. It's
yes.
Yeah.
but it goes beyond its true usefulness in some ways, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tricky one, I think. I also have limited capacity, I suppose, for the whole social thing because I find it can you know, it takes a lot of time and yeah. And so just trying to find that balance. I haven't found it yet. I'm still I don't know. I mean, not quite sure how this is relating to courage yet. Everything's connected. It'll run. But how do other people balance that in terms of like, for me, I like a lot of quiet time to make my art, but I desperately need, like, I want connection with other artists as well, which is why I started this in the first place, because I want to connect with other people who make art and get that whole passion.
Yeah. But it might, like, I think courage then from that, Sam, is when you sort of do maybe an extra live draw along with someone where you might not always want to, like, might not have done in the past.
Yeah, true.
Interesting.
A tricky one.
It's definitely this, this whole process, the Zooms and joining in with other people's Zooms and joining Discord servers, like it's been about a year since I've been in your Discord, Melissa, I think. About a year. But
feels like it, yeah.
Yeah. And it took me a while because I'd never joined a Discord, so I was like shy for a while, and anyway, well, now I haven't had much time lately, but this is all because of art. I've learned heaps more about technology. I've started my own Discord. I've joined other people's Discords, and I think that's courageous. I think all of us are courageous. Look at us. We're all turned up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then that's where your creativity has not caused sparked you to connect with people. It might not be face to face, but it's joining, subscribing to other channels, etc.
Yeah, definitely.
I think rather than in terms of your like social battery, I think you're still connecting with people in the way that you want to connect with people.
Yeah. It is actually making me want to do in-person workshops, funnily enough. I don't know when I'm going to fit people in, time in. I don't know when, but it's making me really want to do in-person workshops.
So maybe after you get all your...
Sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say, maybe, Sam, after you get your school certification hours all caught up.
Yeah, Christmas holidays.
There you go.
Oh, because that's all due, all my accreditation, my maintenance of my teaching accreditation is due early December. And so, Christmas holidays, I'll be just like, I'm free. I can do what I want to. Yeah. Somebody's just joined us, but I'm not sure who they are. And whoever it is that's just joined, you'll be muted. So just unmute yourself if you want to talk and join us. So I just know it's iPhone 4 at the moment.
Ooh, who is it?
And also the video, I have to tell my video to turn on too.
Yeah.
Did you?
Turn your camera on.
It didn't automatically have the camera on.
No. The last 2 times, I've had to do that.
Oh, it should just
because I was sitting here
and
talking, and the sound was on, but there was no picture. So I thought, oh, okay, then figured out what the problem was. Yeah. It's next to the sound down the bottom left.
Nice. Yeah. Okay, thanks, Simone. I didn't realize that Zoom updates so often. I updated I check every time before I come on Zoom. I check for updates, and there was an update yesterday. So maybe in my settings, I've got that people automatically join with camera, but they're muted just in case there's noise in the background, and then they just unmute themselves. So it should be that everyone just joins automatically. They're on camera. So I'll check that for next time. Yeah.
It might
What's
have to do
Reb?
with whatever your settings were at the end of your last Zoom session.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, personal personal settings. Sometimes you can say like before you come in to turn your camera off too. So
yeah.
if people don't want to be on camera. But it's Reb. Hi, Reb.
Yeah. Whoops, wrong color.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi,
I'm very late. I just got home from work.
That's okay.
That's all
Glad to have
right.
you here. Oh, the ink tints colors are so saturated, most of them, aren't they?
Is it paints or pencils?
Oh,
Cindy?
pencils. Yeah, just the pencils. I've just got a few out.
They're more saturated when you add water to them. I find them a little bit dulled when you don't add water.
Yeah.
I don't know how you ladies talk and paint or draw at the same time.
Yeah.
Practice. Practice.
For me, it's a stop-start thing. I'm
same.
either talking or drawing, one or the other.
Well, and I'm carving too, so I have to be extra careful. That's why
You're
I'm
doing
mostly
it now.
quiet right now.
You do.
Are you doing lino cut?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I'm doing too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Really?
Cool.
Are you guys working on art exchange stuff or?
I am not.
I'm not.
I
Painting.
feel like I need dedicated quiet time. That's that kills pressure a little bit of good pressure. So
Yeah.
focus.
Yeah, I admit I'm goofing off, basically, playing with Deb's references.
That's not goofing off.
Goofing. I'm goofing.
Is it the medieval ones?
Yeah.
Those were fun.
So funny.
Yeah.
If people don't know, Debbie Draws Funny. She's Debbie Draws Funny on the internet everywhere. She's started doing live streams on YouTube. And she's hilarious. She's as hilarious as her name would imply.
Yeah.
And she picks the silliest references to draw, and it's really fun.
It's a good
So
time.
if you want a silly, fun drawing time, Debbie Draws Funny. That's where to get that.
Thank you for saying that. I should have said as if everybody knew. She needs no introduction.
Kind of feels like it, but I think there's a few people here who may not know.
I think I've heard of her, but I've never actually watched any of her stuff. So, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
we've got a wild, crazy world opening up.
We've done some live sessions together too, so maybe you've met her there, the live drawing sessions that we do on Google Meet.
Oh,
Maybe no.
I haven't been to any. I'm sorry. Yeah, I've
Oh,
been
okay.
wanting
Okay.
to.
It's,
Yeah,
the time
I got there.
the time
Oh, yeah.
to at that.
Oh, it is not a good time for you. That's right.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
At 11 a.m. my time. That's middle of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough.
We'll have to do one at a better time for
That'd be
our Australian
great.
friends.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah. Somebody's got some TV maybe in the background. Speaking of TV, but not really. Well, kind of. I got another power bill the other day. Like, I've only just paid a massive power bill, and it's like it's literally twice as much as what it was last year. Nothing's changed.
Oh no,
Ow,
isn't it dreadful?
ow.
Yeah.
And then I've just
That hurt.
it works. I've worked it out. I'm paying $5 or $4.90 a day for my power, but I've got a wood fire, so I don't have heating, and I pay for heating. I mean, I do pay for heating. That's a whole nother cost. And I've got gas, hot water, and gas oven and cooktop. So
Oh.
why?
You need to challenge that, Sam. There's
Yeah.
something wrong.
Yeah, maybe, huh?
Oh yeah. So for one person, it's $5 a day is too much.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mine. So
Because I
the
don't watch
last
TV.
bill, yeah.
Yeah.
My last bill, so it was after summer, so I didn't use the aircon, didn't need the fans either. So it was basically like fridge, washing machine, hot water, and TV, like, and appliances. Like, and it's one person as well for me. So I don't get, it was hardly any difference from my summer bill. So I don't get it. So
Because
I'll
fans
be,
and that I don't know how much aircon uses, but I know fans don't use an awful lot of electricity. It's
no,
always
exactly.
it's always the heating things that chew the most, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know why there wasn't much difference with my power bill either. So I'll be
Power
checking my
companies in
meter.
Australia are notoriously changing the way they charge you.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it is worth challenging them if you think there is something wrong.
Yeah.
Because they will have to come, but you can insist they come. You know how everyone's got smart meters now?
Yes.
That they can be read remotely and you can be charged an average for your street and all that sort of thing.
Yep.
You can challenge that, and often people will be successful if they do.
Yeah.
I've only just had a smart meter put on.
Same. Yeah. At the beginning of my bill that I just got, they've just changed to a smart meter. So I'll definitely be keeping an eye.
There's actually a lot of controversy about it at the moment.
Yeah.
No way, it's too much. Because I don't watch TV. I don't, it's just like I have got my computer. That's the only thing that's different is that I've got a bigger computer, but I've got I'm monitoring how much, whatever you call it, how much I'm using, and it's very much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That hurts. Yeah, that hurts.
And you're pretty like remote from other people, right? So it's not like somebody's plugging into your.
Well, I do have neighbors. I did think about that. I did think of, well, how could they be? Like,
and how much could they use just if they were getting on your internet or something? I mean, it doesn't make a lot of.
No.
They would just be through Wi-Fi, so they'd be using their own power for that.
Their own power, exactly.
I was wondering that too, Melissa, because I am in a complex, but they're not shared meters. So I wondered if they were just doing the average of the complex somehow.
Yeah.
Which pretty much everyone has more than one person living in their house.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm working slowly, but I'm starting to like what I'm doing. It's good. Slow. So just got this concertina book that I made for the Zoom for the Melanie Chadwick and Crixus thing. It's just and I'm just painting on the other side so these are on that side is Wildflowers from Cornwall and Latvia. Mind you, they're my Zoom really quick ones. They don't really look like the flowers. And then on this side, I'm doing the wildflowers from my area. So it's like I'm combining the countries.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And I'm just taking from reference all the photos I've taken from the bush near my house, pretty much.
Cool. Yeah.
Flowers over the last few months. Doing that, the nature journal thing on my Substack. Doing that has been such a beautiful experience. Just like I'm always in the bush and I'm always looking, but it really helps me, except I didn't see the snakes, but I'm seeing all these other things. Yeah, it's been lovely. I've really enjoyed that process. Need more space though.
Daniel and I were walking in Biala National Park, Sammy.
Yeah, yep, down near Eden.
A few days ago, yeah, which is sort of south of where Sam lives. And we saw an enormous goanna that I was trying to get a photograph of, and it ran up a tree. And we saw a black snake, tons of birds. We saw wallabies everywhere in there.
Yeah.
But it was, you could see, it had that vibe of spring, you know, all the animals are warming up.
Yeah, yeah. I saw a spotted pardalo in the bush the other day. They're the most
lovely
birds. Yeah, really beautiful. And there's a little what are they? Eastern whip bird must have a nest somewhere in my garden, because I see him every morning out in the yard.
Gorgeous. That's lovely.
Yeah.
You get to know your local birds, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
Flower to do next.
Someone does have their telly going, don't they?
Yeah.
I think it's red. It's a.
Oh, you
like
know what?
that.
It might be. Yeah. I didn't even realize it because it's just background noise for me. I have a toddler.
Yeah, you tune stuff out, don't you? I know you do learn to tune a lot of things out when you're a teacher too.
Yeah, it's not bothering me.
Like, that sounds terrible, but there's always, especially in a primary school, there's always so many kids talking. You can really only concentrate on one or two at a time. Yeah.
I cleaned out my pantry earlier this week, and I had a food dehydrator that I haven't used for over a year. I'm like, okay, it's time to go. So I just posted it on my community local page, and a gentleman contacted me, and he's a year 5 teacher, and they're responsible for the garden at the school. So they're going to they're going to dehydrate whatever they grow. Like they're growing, they must be growing food and things. Yeah. So I'm very happy to give that away.
Yeah.
To him.
Yeah.
Good cause.
Yeah. So they're at Mawilumbar. It must be just the primary school there, which will be that'll be a small school as well.
Yeah. I've been missing primary school teaching a bit lately, actually. Just really, I don't know, just reading to the kids and being able to do lots of things that are, those interesting activities. High school kids are not as engaged, in some ways not as engaged, but in other ways more so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Been missing it, but I like working with teenagers.
Yeah, my sister's a kindergarten teacher. She loves it.
That's how I started my teaching career.
Did you? Yeah.
Teacher. Yeah, many, many years ago.
I want to move on, but my page is too wet to turn.
Yeah.
Let me go.
Yeah.
Let me go.
I'm going to do a different flower.
Multiple books in that case.
I'm too impatient for watercolor. I'm starting to realize.
Yeah.
Just
I have to have multiple pages. So I pages off or more than one book going at once.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Yep.
I have that too.
Actually, I do have my smaller one here. No,
that's what I should
do another flower on the same page.
I can start working on my art exchange thing instead. Dry. Oh, excuse me. I'm not yelling at you. Y'all dry up now.
Julie, how long are you overseas for? I've forgotten how long.
6 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Nice.
It is exciting. It is. It's exciting and a bit scary, but it'll all be good.
Where are you
going to the UK?
I am. Yeah, we are. We're spending 3 weeks in Canada, a couple of weeks with our daughter, and then we're going over to the East Coast, going to Montreal and driving to Halifax. and then we're flying across from Halifax, London, and we're spending 3 weeks touring around sort of south and central England, I think, going to Cornwall.
Oh, nice.
Wow, lucky duck.
It's been a long-term thing that I've wanted to do for a long time. So, yeah.
Well, we want to see lots of videos and photos, please.
Yes, that's right.
Absolutely.
Well, I've been packing up the some nice travel art kit and, getting myself a little bit organised. It's fun, that aspect of it.
What do you have packed up so far for art supplies?
Well, that's a great question. I happen to have some of them here.
Oh, good. Can I spotlight you so we can see what you've got?
Spotlight me.
Okay, cool. New art supplies.
Here we go. New art supplies.
I love travel supplies.
This is my normal travel kit. It's just a smiggle, it's a stationary place, and I fill it with all my my paint, a paint palette. It's a bit empty now because
I didn't even think of Smiggle.
This is brilliant. It's been really, really effective.
Yeah.
And I'll show you what fits in here. The thing is, you
had some good photos too, Sam. I mean, you had some good photos of it, Julie, that you popped up on.
Yeah. See, there is a little chalk up there. It fits my palette. It's got some Velcro in there for the expanding water holder. My white gouache, which I always take, fits in there. This is just a little flat tin with paper in it that I can use as a palette. And on the inside, all my brushes. The travel brushes aren't in there at the moment. All my brushes and pencils and all that goes in there. It all folds up and it sits brilliantly like this,
Yeah.
But it's a bit big to take. So I've got a smaller one, and this is just a pencil cut. You can get such beautiful ones these days. This is from Officeworks. It wasn't very expensive, $10 or something.
Yeah.
And it fits a palette in here, a paint palette, an eraser, my travel brushes, pencils, and I've got a spray bottle, a little one of those, there it is there, little spray bottle, water brush, pencil, pen, and the travel brushes, which I'm using one at the moment. So, and I've narrowed the things down a little bit, a couple of Derwent drawing pencils, and I'll probably put in a couple of, I've just got the new set of pencils, I'll put in a couple of those as well. So there's that. Now, this is new. This is, Kuretake downside.
Yeah.
Well, this is their watercolour, their travel kit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, they've even got like buff titanium in there. Titanium buff colour.
Did not know that existed.
No, neither did I.
I think it's fairly new, actually. It's
great.
Are you adding to list?
It's half the weight.
I'll keep my eye out in Japan, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It came with a waterproof fine pen and its own water brush. So it came like this. Nice little range of colours.
Yeah.
So that fits into that.
Wow.
But also I want to take some watercolours with me, and I went looking for a plastic little watercolour set, and I went to this new shop we've got here in Canberra called Daiso. It's like a Japanese $2 shop.
Yeah.
Amazing stuff.
Yeah.
Really I have to tell me where it is, Julie. I have to come.
Absolutely, you will. It's brilliant. Anyway, I went to Daiso. Now, for $3.30, I got this, which is a pill box.
Oh.
And you see in there, it fits 8 watercolour half pans.
Oh, that's amazing.
And underneath, they've got a little cover.
Yep.
A little palette.
Use that as a palette. Yep.
Yeah.
8 of them. So I'll be able to take my favourite watercolours. 8's plenty for me to travel with.
Yep.
And on the other side, there's also 3 compartments there. I can fold up a little piece of kitchen paper. I can have a tiny eraser. It is absolutely $3.30, and it's weighs nothing, and it's tiny.
Oh, how good's that? Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect.
Wow.
You should buy like 1 million of those and resell them as little art kits, little paint kits.
If only I had
Little Etsy shop. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
she's
Little
I'm
Etsy
really
shop,
pleased
get a
with that.
sticker.
Really cute. And another thing I got is these aren't really for travel, but I might take a couple. I bought some of the Caran d'Ache luminance pencils. You girls have probably all got them, have you?
I have.
No.
No.
Everyone's, I mean, they're very, Caran d'Ache at the moment is very popular, isn't it? They're everywhere.
Yeah.
I've got some of the Neocolor crayons, which are beautiful, but these particular
Neocolors,
pencils, these particular pencils are not. These are not the water soluble ones. They're just pencils, and they are light fast and allegedly have quite saturated color in them. But this is brand new. I got it yesterday. And so I can't really report on what they're like. I mean, they're pretty expensive.
They are expensive, but they're good quality and they're good for layering over the top of other things.
That's the thing. That's what I wanted, pencils that would go over the top of watercolor and gouache, that I could actually use on top of my little painting sketches. So I'll try and see what having a couple of those in my kit goes like as well. So yeah. Fun times.
Fun.
Fantastic. Thanks, Jules.
Nice.
Exciting.
That is exciting. Julie, you'll have to let us know how those luminance pencils work over other things, because that is kind of the holy grail for colored pencils, right?
Yeah. It absolutely is. And the Derwent drawing pencils, I mean, Sammy's had the same experience. They are amazing. If you haven't used them.
Oh, yes.
They are really beautiful. They work beautifully. They're soft. They're these brown ones. These ones.
Are they the studio ones?
No,
they're called Derwent drawing. You see, they're brown.
Right.
Thing. I think they're the only Derwent pencils. I've got a lot of Derwent pencils. These are the only ones I've found that work very well over watercolor.
Agreed.
We're back in a minute.
All right.
But
almost like them better than
come with any interesting. I have one, and I don't know where it came from.
They're my favorite. The Derwent drawings are my favorite pencils. And
do they come in bright colors, Sammy? I've only got
they're just earthy, very muted.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to get the Caran d'Ache ones for some brighter colors. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I don't know where it's gone now, but I have one Derwent drawing pencil. And I don't know where it came from, and now I don't know where it's gone. But it's like a sanguine color, and I'm like, where did this come from?
Nice.
It does seem really soft, almost like an oil pastel kind of pencil.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not quite, not quite oil pastel, but going into that general direction, if you will.
Softer than a Prismacolor? Like the Prismacolor Premieres are pretty.
They are soft, aren't they? They are nice. Why did I pack my Prismacolors away?
Lost it. Yeah.
I think I packed my Prismacolors away for a while because I think maybe I just went into overwhelm. I had too many things out.
Yeah. That's always a risk.
On my table right now. Yeah.
I reckon that's one of the good things about having a travel set always set up, because if you're feeling a bit overwhelmed or hard to make choices, you can just put everything else, just sit at the table with your travel kit and go, this is what I'm going to use. It also gives you the practice of quickly, if you like, I mean, I really love drawing outside, so I like to keep the hand in. And that's good.
Sorry, my hubby's just popping out. He's going off to a funeral, actually.
Gosh, we've had a bit of that
happening.
happening.
I'm going to, the brother of a good friend of mine. But, anyway.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, not to worry. We seem to have had a few of them lately. That'll be about the third funeral. And then about a month and a half or something. I don't know. So, Seems to be the
You're
season
due
for
for
it
a
for some
break.
reason.
Sounds like.
August does seem to be, doesn't it? August.
Three's
is-
enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. Well, this family,
Well,
he's
three's too
going.
much,
He's
but
going
three's
to a
enough.
funeral. Yeah, that's right. But this family he's going to, oh, they've had the worst run. So my friend, she was my matron of honor, or bridesmaid when we were married years ago, and her father died. So we went to his funeral. That was like 6 weeks or 8 weeks, no more than 2 months ago, anyway. And then we knew at the same time that her mother was very, very sick. So in fact, the mother and the father both in hospital at the same time. And they nearly lost the mum as well. And she sort of struggled on. But anyway, then she recently died about 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago. And now this is the brother. So
Oh my
he had,
gosh.
Oh,
yeah, he
It's
had
harsh, isn't it?
he had a nasty incident happen to him many years ago, and he'd been in a wheelchair as a paraplegic. And then he just died,
boy.
yeah, just last week or something. So it was like, far out, my poor friend. But yeah. So
Oh my gosh.
anyway, yeah,
It's hard.
some families just cop it, don't they?
They do. It's very cruel.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway.
Does anybody have any experience with the Papermate gel, Ink Joy gel pens?
They're good for a little while, but they don't usually last very long, I found.
Yeah, I just got some today. They came as part of a packet of the Sharpie bullet tip paint markers.
Oh.
And I really can't see the point of them. The white one doesn't work at all.
Yeah.
And the other are really skippy, and yeah, I don't really know what the point of them is.
I don't use them anymore because they weren't reliable enough. I find the Posca, the small, whatever they are, 3mm Posca pen markers are better if you wanted a nice white, for whatever reason you need a white highlights or something. I like them better.
Mhm.
To use.
Hmm.
I just like white gouache. Or
Yes.
Yeah.
I have white gouache all the time. Yeah.
You know, and gouache, there's also this even better than white gouache for highlights is permanent white.
Oh, Zan, the internet is
You're
a
all
little
fuzzy.
funny.
Yeah.
Stupid internet. Get on back here. Can you hear me now?
yes, yeah,
Yeah,
but
you're good now.
the green
Okay.
light just went. Oh
All
yeah.
right.
Yep. Okay. Cool.
I'm
So
okay.
what did you say
I'm
it
back?
was, Anne?
All
That
right.
was good.
Yeah, there's a kind of white. I'm trying to find one that still has the label on it. Hang on a second. There's a few brands you can get, but there's like a Daler and Rowney Pro White, and it comes in I don't know if you can see. Where's my thing?
Oh, if I
Oh,
spotlight
okay.
you are still a little bit blurry. Oh, I think you've just
See?
frozen too.
So
Dale Rowney, it's got a pink.
now I'm trying to hold really still. There I am.
Yeah.
Still, yeah.
And what's it
Yeah,
called?
I don't know for the Pro.
No.
So it's called, this one is Daler Rowney Pro White, and it's an opaque, like more opaque than
Gosh.
titanium white gouache. It's
Oh, I think she's frozen. Oh,
You keep cutting out.
it sounds like
Sounds promising though.
it does, doesn't it? Yeah. Like a super cover type thing. Like, in fabric paint, it's got a super cover colors. Could be like that.
Has Anne disappeared?
I think the internet's a bit unstable where she is today. So
right.
you're still here, Zan, but you're in and out, like you're freezing a little bit. But stay there because it'll improve. It'll come back, won't it? It's probably just, it's not as windy now. It's meant to be really windy here today.
It is here. It's blowing a gale.
Is it?
Yeah, blowing the stuff off my veranda. That's why I had to pop out before, because I could see something going flying down the veranda.
Something's
What do
just
people
don't
think?
work.
I was going to say, what do people think a refined bohemian pattern would look like? There's a spoonflower challenge, and I'm trying to come up with a design that's refined bohemian. So what's bohemian for a starter? And then refined. And I've looked it up on Google, but it gives you so many different images, it's a bit hard to tell what is the essence of it, sort of thing. So so I'm looking through my own designs to see if I've got anything that I think might already
the
have made that I could fit into it.
The pre-Raphaelites were refined bohemians, weren't they?
Interesting.
Oh, really? I always think of bohemian as like hippie, kind of paisley.
Yeah. But in their time, in terms of design, pre-Raphaelites were kind of bohemian, but they themselves were kind of quite elite people, you know, educated and had money and were refined in that sense. I mean, elaborations of paisley design I'd also think of, you know, how hippies wore sort of folk wear clothing but with beautiful designs on them, you know. I don't know, that's something.
Classy hippie.
What was that?
Yeah, with like a really nice color palette.
Yeah.
Or maybe the other way of looking at refined is not chunky, like more delicate.
Yeah, that's good.
Delicate.
Yep. Good
and
point.
like
So that's
symmetrical pattern, you know, repeating pattern.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm doing,
repeating
see.
pattern.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing, repeating patterns. Yeah, that's right. So that's what I'm, interesting. Because I've come up with one, but I don't know if it's too, I don't know. Where can I pop it up? I could pop it, maybe put a picture of it in the Discord or something.
In the Discord.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So I need to send it from here to there. Email. Okay. Share. Save.
Dan, we can't hear you if you're asking.
When do you go to Japan, Melissa?
End of February.
Oh, that'll come around very quick.
Feels like it.
Oh, my mic went off. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Welcome back.
Thank y'all. So I just put two links to that opaque, two versions of the ink, not ink. Come on, mouth. The opaque white that I'm familiar with. So there's others out there that I'm seeing. So that's cool. But there's two in there that I am familiar with. And they're better than anything that you get in a pen, I'm afraid.
And do you just use a brush for that then? Like a small brush to do lines?
Yeah, I see that there's a white opaque cartoonist ink, which I haven't tried, but that might be interesting. Maybe if it works for the discount. Because this stuff
Kuretake has a white brush pen that is going to be on my list for when I go to Japan. Buckets of art supplies.
Yeah, they have a Kuretake. I'm just looking at on Google, and there's
Oh, you're cut out again. Zan, you're cut out again. You need to charge it. Just unplug it and use your audio for now.
Computer. Yeah.
And charge them up. They might need to be charged if they're fresh.
Yeah. So go down into your audio and change the microphone.
How about now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, so much for that. Okay, maybe it just got a surface charge. I'm not going to throw them away just yet.
So can anyone notice any difference between the sound quality when Zan had her microphone on and now she doesn't? Keep talking, Zan, for a sec.
Twas well again the slithy toves did gyre and gimble in the way.
Oh, much better.
Sounds much better to me.
Yeah. There's no buffering or anything.
Oh dear.
It's just
But
that was
when you first joined, it was good. So I think your battery probably just needs charged. Like they never come fully charged if it's fresh. So give them a full cycle charge and then do another test before you decide.
It's just
back or not.
yeah. And it could just be with Zoom too, as well as it does need recharging. But
yeah,
I'm going to say you're right.
Microphones with Zoom didn't seem to work. It works, but it's just for me the sound is clearer when I don't have a microphone than when I do on Zoom, which I wouldn't have expected. But yeah.
Okay.
Today
Simon in the background there in my camera.
Oh, look at him!
Like half sits up and up.
Simon.
Simon.
I just got a spotlight. Yeah.
It's so funny that they do that. Oh my gosh.
The perfect height.
He's so cute.
He's like, what? Don't look at me.
I know.
He's like, yeah, I'm not here.
He's looking at a
I'm not here, everyone.
You guys are laughing at me. Stop it.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Mommy.
That's hilarious.
Goofy.
All right.
Oh, I miss my big dog.
Messages.
Vita just went outside. I think she got jealous.
That is talking about dogs.
Yeah. Not that green.
Where do I pop it in again, Sam? Which
Just go, wait a second. If I just, how about I'll show you. I wonder if I can do this. Hang on. If I
just which
you go into the Discord.
Your art practice?
Find the art club category. So find this one here. Hang on, if I just
Yep.
And art club
Studio.
art. Art club
Club
art.
Okay.
That's where we are now.
Okay.
So just pop it in there. Hopefully that's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I shall. It's a good practice. It's just awkward because I've got to email it from my iPad to the laptop to the,
Yeah, I've recently started just using the cloud. Wait, how would I
Yeah, but I don't have the cloud on my laptop because my laptop's a Windows and my iPad's a, what do you call it?
Mac.
Apple.
Yeah, Apple.
Apple.
So it's
Apple.
two different thingies. Yeah, I haven't set it up.
Oh, which one was it?
Yeah. Okay. Download.
Oops, what was that? Okay.
I'll need it on here anyway for other things. So
I'm really hungry today.
They've come up with a cure for that. I don't know if you've heard of that.
So who was that can draw or paint and crack jokes?
I know.
What a skill set.
Yeah.
What a skill set.
In terms of the Discord and art club, I'm just going to do random pop-up art clubs in Discord, not an organized one at this stage because of school getting in the way, really. School getting in the way of my fun time. And also now that the weather's warming up more, I want to be outside and doing stuff early in the morning. So I'm thinking afternoons will be better for me at this moment.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Yeah, I'm sorry I missed you last week, Louise.
Oh no, it was totally impromptu. I've never set up, like I've not instigated a video chat before, and I couldn't, when I shared my screen, I couldn't make the YouTube the full screen. Like the Discord then was playing up. So I was having issues. So I don't know if you can't then have what you're watching as a full screen, if that makes sense.
Yeah, there's something in the Discord that is it another app, Melissa? When you have a watch party, it's another app that you have to connect to Discord?
You can do it two ways. So you can share your screen. So if you have YouTube or whatever open in like a Chrome browser or something, you can pick that browser to watch that, and you can make that full screen. But then it would just be within the allowable view screen in Discord. So not your full screen. But that, or in Discord in the like meet the video chat section, they have apps in there, and then there's a YouTube app, and you just paste in the URL to the video that you want to watch.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then that opens it for everybody, and that's nice actually, because then everybody can control their own volumes and stuff.
Okay, yeah.
So it's
all right.
a little bit different.
Okay, cool, thanks.
Yeah. In addition to all the silly fun games and things that they have in there. Like they have a drawing telephone game where silly. Like you have to draw something and then somebody has to guess what it was, and then somebody has to draw what the guess was, and then you have to see how like crazy it gets down the line. It's fun.
Like a drawing Chinese whispers.
Yeah, that's the same thing, I think. Yeah.
The telephone game, yeah.
We call it telephone, yeah.
Yeah.
So I popped that in the Discord, Sam. It's just a screenshot, but
okay.
So I made a tile and I've repeated it in this app I've got, and then I take a screenshot of it. So it's not like the best quality, but it's gives you a bit of an idea of what it would look like. And unfortunately, you can't blow it up. There's little tiny details, dots and whatnot that are hard to see. So it's
it's pretty.
I would say that's refined bohemian.
Yeah, I agree. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I could totally see that on a madras bedspread / tablecloth.
Oh yeah. True. Tea towels. I think I've got cool tea towels.
Yeah. I know a lot of
a
that.
Nice flowy,
I remember from my 60s youth that a lot of that stuff was based on Indian pattern designs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
true.
I agree.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah.
So, with Zooms, I was just thinking, I'm just looking at the time. It's 20 past 11 now. What I'm thinking about doing is at the end of each Zoom session that we have, whether it's Art Club or Open Studio, is that then if we wanted to continue, keep drawing, keep painting, whatever, or just talk about stuff more on a more personal level, although that's been pretty casual and personal today, so that's good. Then we can go over into the Discord, into the Studio Lounge channel, and just continue there where it's not recorded.
Yeah.
We could do that. And I'll end the meeting at 11:30. I'll end the Zoom meeting and the recording, and it can just process while it can do its thing. Because sometimes my Zooms take a good hour or two to process.
Sure.
After I end the meeting. So if we finish the recording and then keep talking like we did the other time, which is great. I really love that. But it just takes longer for the Zoom thing to process afterwards. And I feel like I'm just on my computer way too much at the moment. Way too much.
While it's processing, do you have to hang around though? Can you go off and do something?
Well, actually, usually what I'm doing is I'm updating the blog post ready to, I'm making the YouTube thumbnail or making the Substack thumbnail or photographing my work or tidying up. Like there's always things I have to do anyway. So I just do all that stuff. Generally, a Zoom session like this takes me pretty much a whole day, nearly the whole day to do.
Interesting.
Quite a lot of time.
Wow, Sam, I did not even know.
When you think about,
I appreciate it.
yeah, thanks. When you also think about, like, I mean, I've got a lot of things I cut and paste. So I have to do the initial blog post, create the Luma link and the emails that go with it. So a lot of those I cut and paste from just a Word document, just the same text-ish, change them a bit. Link the Zoomer to Loom, link that to the blog post, get that done. That takes a while. With Open Studio, I have to choose the images, create a PowerPoint. Like I screenshot the images. I will put references in when I can, when I can. Otherwise, I create a Pinterest folder. It's a lot of work. It's a lot. It takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, I've sort of nearly completed my stuff, and we'll be ready to have a quick share.
Oh yeah, cool. Oh yeah, we've got to share, don't we? Yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, cool. All right, good. I'll just be one sec, Jules. I just want to. Yeah, somehow this flower.
No particular hurry. I just thought I'd let you know that I.
Yeah, no, I forgot about the sharing part. I was just thinking, we'll just go to Discord.
If it makes you feel better, Sam, I put in probably a good 8 hours of work for an arting party too.
I wondered how
like
much.
Not all in one time, but like, here and there, and usually like with coffee in the morning or on a weekend or something like that, gathering references, putting it together.
Yeah.
But it's fun.
Yeah. It is fun. It is fun. It's just definitely
work.
It's work.
Yeah,
it's work.
It's a big investment, and I for one am super grateful to you guys.
Me too.
1,000%.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thanks. I'm wanting to mix them up a bit with not mix it up. I want to keep it. I don't really want to have a break to do my teaching stuff. But anyway, just thinking about other ideas that we can do in Open Studio that's more, just got more in it as well. Like same thing, but more, I don't know yet. I'm not sure. Just how can I keep improving on it or extending it somehow? Anyway, lots of things to think about.
You could invite others to be in charge of the references for a session.
Bit of a surprise for you, and also
that's
hands.
Yep.
Good work. I have thought about that, and I've thought about doing it with other people somehow. Like I'd like to collaborate. I'd like to do that somehow with something.
Hello and welcome to another Every Tuesday tutorial. In this week's tutorial, we're creating a mini monthly.
Sorry, it's me. I'm just trying to find something.
All right. Are we ready to share? I don't feel like I've done.
I am.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just go last because the paper's quite wet at the moment.
Okay, no worries. Who would like to go first?
I'm ready to go first, Sammy.
All right, Jules. Yep, I will. Spotlight.
Okay, here is the picture of my Irish lady.
Oh, wow.
That's amazing. Gosh, that's so good. Wow.
Oh, thank you.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And while Melissa suggested doing a bit of portraiture while Louise was chatting, I did a quick, not very good, but
wow.
That's totally Louise.
Just a quick little portrait then as well. So
yeah, that's amazing.
Thank you.
That's me.
You've done heaps. That's so so good.
You
So
have.
good.
No, it's
So
amazing.
good. Oh, Zan, you're back. Simone, do you want to share?
Oh, yeah, I just showed you my,
Oh, that you showed that in the, okay, yep.
yeah.
Working on today.
And the other thing was just square. The other thing was just, my painting of nice little boxes.
Oh,
That's all.
nice.
Yep.
Pretty. Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Ready,
Lovely. I
ready
like
to be
that.
drawn on.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
Simone. I was a bit late with my spotlighting. My
No,
hand
it's all good.
changed
All
to a. You get a hand and then it changes to an arrow, and it wouldn't change for me anyway. Melissa,
All good.
Yeah, sure.
can you share?
So I did some lino cutting.
Oh, wow. Gee, that's so
Great.
effective.
Wow.
Did you do all
I'd
of them
love to
today?
do that.
Yes,
Oh my goodness!
just right now.
You
Okay,
carved them
I'm
all today
proud.
as well?
Sorry,
You carved
I did,
them all
yeah.
today? Wow, that's
Oh,
very good.
wow.
Yeah.
Hats off.
And I'm doing one on
Can you
a
buy?
card now. Oh, and I messed up
Can you
my
buy the
order.
little pieces? I was going to say, can you buy the little pieces of lino, or do you have to have a big piece and cut it? Ah, that's lovely.
I just really messed that up. So. I have these. I got a set, and it came with 14 pieces this size. That's Simon.
Oh, okay.
Is it lino?
No, it's like a rubber. It's really
I love that stuff. It's fantastic,
soft
isn't it?
and yeah.
Much easier to carve.
Yes.
I've never
Right.
done, I mean, maybe in high school, done like actual lino, but this I hear this is much softer and easier.
It is,
So
yeah.
much.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think you get you get a brand here in Australia, and it's actually called Easy Carve Lino.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's brilliant.
that's right.
Mm.
Yeah.
It is good. Yeah, it is.
But you don't get as many prints, right, from that as you do from lino, because it's just harder, right? Am I getting that right? I haven't
That
used the
has not
easy
been
cut
my
stuff.
experience. I've done a lot of lino printing,
Right.
and lino
Uh-huh.
can become brittle. And when you, it's like the way it's composed. When you print and then clean it and scrub it clean over time, it starts to break down around the edges. And if you only want a few prints, it's brilliant. But it is much harder on the hands. And Easy Carve is amazing, and it seems to hold its integrity very well because it's smooth. It's not made up of tiny little things all squished together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The way it's made, it's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Thanks for that.
Yeah. So I just did this, but then that's the finished one. So now I need to do another one where these two are flipped on the bottom.
It's so effective. It looks great.
It still
Love
looks
it.
good though.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
Zan, do you want to share what you've been making?
I've been all over the place. I wouldn't worry about me.
Sure. Okay. Yep. Andrea, do you want to share? Yep. And don't forget that you're muted. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I have a little one in the house too, and he was yelling for me at one point, so I thought I'd mute myself. I was just trying to figure out how to share to the Discord, but
Oh, okay. Oh, I know.
as I said, that was
One sec. If I go into Discord, wait, where am I? It might be because, hang on a sec, I have to make it bigger screen. Maybe I have to make you, wait a sec.
I can just hold it. It's just my iPad, so I thought it would be easier.
Did you just join the Discord?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I joined at the beginning of the session, but I can just hold up my iPad if you can see.
Oh yeah, I can see you now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, look at that.
I will.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, so I'm trying to do that logo. Oh, and it's
Oh,
backwards,
that's
of course.
nice.
Oh, that's cute. No, it's fine. It's not backwards.
No.
No.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
great.
just on my screen.
Yeah. Oh, that's really cute.
I like it. Power hour. Love it.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
And hopefully, I've just made you an artist, the role of artist, so you should be able to share to Discord next. Yeah, so sorry about
Now I see all the channels.
forgot to
Thank
refresh
you.
my screen. So yeah. Louise.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful and bright.
Oh, that is
How did
beautiful.
you like
Brother.
the paper?
Yes.
Ah, yes.
Beautiful. Takes longer to dry. but yeah, so that was my first one. So it always takes me like 2 or 3 to warm up. And then that's what's still a bit wet at the moment. So
beautiful. I love the bleed into the petals and stuff. It's pretty.
Yeah, it looks very
a little bit of an accident, but a happy accident.
Happy
That's watercolors for you, right? Though.
Yeah.
What's that?
That's watercolors for you, though.
Yes,
right?
I realized how much of a novice. I forgot
it's watercolors world, and we just live in it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll spotlight what I've been doing, which is actually not very much, and you can all see it anyway. So, so this, it's quite big. It's quite, and I'd pre-painted it ages ago.
Yeah.
With a watercolor gouache thing. So really, haven't actually done very much. Oh yeah, there was one more because I think I talk too much.
Yes. I love the berries at the end.
Yeah.
What are the?
Well, that's
the blue ones.
Yeah. Well, they're actually not quite finished yet. They're a white paper daisy. A type. Hang on, I can't see what.
They're my other favorite paper daisies. Oh, love them.
Paper daisies.
I can show you the photo. My painting doesn't really look like the photo. I'm still really struggling to I'll share. I'm still really struggling to paint and talk at the same time. So
what a beautiful photograph.
No.
That's the photo I've been working from, and just trying to get the white over the top of the green and then the shadows and stuff. Yeah, so there's quite a lot. I've had some beautiful photos. I've been like beautiful plants. This is all just in the book.
Oh, we just see your desktop.
Oh, you can't. Oh, sorry. Okay.
I'm just admiring cedar in the water.
Yeah,
looks beautiful. She looks like a dingo, doesn't she?
She does.
She does.
How did that happen? I shared the wrong one.
It
You didn't see the flower.
No,
we were looking at cedar in the water and the mountain and all that in the background. It was beautiful.
The lake. It's
Sorry,
gorgeous.
guys. Can you see the
there we
flower
go.
now?
Yes.
That's
There it is.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, lovely.
Was that just out on a walk or something, Sam?
Yeah. All of these flowers I've been taking. This is just my local area. Like some of them are weeds, some of them are look how beautiful. Look at that. I just love them.
That's gorgeous. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
and
got a little collection of my own wildflowers from Sapphire Coast of New South Wales.
They're exquisite, Sammy.
Yeah, they're gorgeous.
Beautiful photographs.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Just honestly, this is my really old phone, my Samsung 7. It takes much better quality. I think we're pretty, that's the last one, I think.
Wow, this would be a great guided drawing set of photos.
Yeah, I'm definitely thinking about it. I'm also, anyway, I'm thinking about it. That would be nice. The flowers one. I wouldn't mind doing a workshop, an in-person workshop with those flowers, photos somehow. Yeah.
I'll be there.
Okay. Oh,
You've got one person, one participant.
Okay, cool.
Two. Okay. I'll definitely come. I'm always a big flower fan.
Excellent. Well, you guys.
I'll be there, Sam.
Yay!
Make sure it's after I get back.
I will. Well, I probably won't be till Christmas holidays because I've got too much teaching stuff I need to do. So between now and then, it'd be nice. All right, my friends. I'm thinking, is anyone going to come over to the Discord?
Yes.
All right. Cool. Well,
am I going to get a coffee first?
No worries.
I'll come back. How about that?
Yeah, me too. Me too.
It's getting a bit chilly.
I'll just quickly call in and put my pictures up. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, nice.
Thanks, everybody. It's really lovely to see you.
Nice to see you all,
Sammy.
Yes.
Yes. Thanks, everyone. Thank you for coming. Yeah, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for listening.
Yeah.
Lovely. Great to see you all. Bye.
Yes, you enjoy your trip, Julie.
Thank you. I will.
All right. I'll see you all in the Discord, everyone. Bye, everyone. Thanks for watching the replay. If you're watching the replay, you can join us on Discord as well. Just subscribe to the Studio Diaries on Substack, and there'll be a link in the private chat on the Studio Diaries, the Substack chat. A link to the Discord. Yeah. All right. I'll see you over there.